Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Moses Moody has his sights set on having a solid season and getting more minutes in the Warriors rotation. The coach, Steve Kerr, has praised the player, but is leaving Moody as the last option in the rotation. Due to these events, Moses Moody may leave the Warriors in the middle of the season and seek to shine on another team that can give him more minutes. And the Wizards have already shown interest in the player and will try to negotiate with the Warriors in the future. Steve Kerr is facing a similar roster crunch with the Golden State Warriors this season, following the addition of 3 veterans in the offseason. Fourth-year wing Moses Moody finds himself again from the outside looking in. It's a numbers game, Kerr told reporters about Moody's situation after their practice on October 7. The only thing any of these guys can do is go out and have a great camp and make it really hard on us as decision makers, and Moses is having a great camp. He's playing great. All he can do is just keep doing what he's doing. Moody, the 14th overall pick in 2021, is entering a critical season, the final year of his rookie deal. While Moody averaged career-highs 8.1 points, 3.0 rebounds, and nearly 1 assist per game last season in 17.5 minutes, he was oftentimes the odd man out when the Warriors were at full strength. It could again be the case this season. The Warriors have added veterans DeAnthony Melton, Buddy Hield, and Kyle Anderson. All of them played ahead of Moody during their preseason opening win against the Los Angeles Clippers. Moody was the 11th player to enter the game for the Warriors in their nail-biting 91-90 win. And they were without one of their key rotation players, forward Andrew Wiggins, who was under the weather. Moody played well, despite the circumstances. He was a plus 14 in 13 minutes off the bench, the best plus-minus by any Warriors player that night. The 22-year-old swingman scored 12 points on 4 of 9 shooting with 4 rebounds and 2 steals. Underscore 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 underscore. During his exit interview, Kerr told Moody to quicken the release of his jumper and his decision-making overall, per the Mercury News. It became the focus of Moody's offseason. Changing up the cadence of my shot, being able to release quicker, coming off screens, being able to find my feet, as well as ball handling, Moody said in an interview posted by the team on October 7. While he showed that improvement in the training camp and their preseason opening win, Moody acknowledged the lack of a defined role for him. Multipurpose, whatever the situation calls for, Moody said when asked about his role entering his 4th year in the NBA. In January, Joe Dumas of 95.7 The Game reported that Moody's camp is growing frustrated with his lack of a consistent role. He's in the rotation one day. He's out of the rotation one day, Dumas said at the time. For the lack of a better term, he almost seems like the sacrificial lamb, so to speak. Whenever there's a logjam, he's gonna be the guy that falls out. From what I've been told, Moses loves playing in the Bay Area, and he loves playing for the Warriors. I think it's understandable that someone in his position, with a lot of talent, young, would be frustrated and would want a clear path to playing time. Either here, or somewhere else. Similar to his situation in the Warriors' rotation, Moody's extension talks with the team also have no clarity at this point, clouding his long-term future with the team. The Warriors and Moody have until October 21 to agree to an extension. Moody would become a restricted free agent after this season if he and the Warriors could not agree to an extension. We're working through that with them and their representation right now, Dunleavy told reporters on September 26. We've got a few more weeks. Good, positive conversations without getting into too much detail. I think regardless of whether we get something done or not, we want those guys here. Just because you don't get an extension done doesn't mean they won't be here for a long time. Wizards want to sign Moses Moody. Entering his fourth NBA season, Moody still doesn't have a clear path to a major role with the Warriors, Hughes wrote. The Washington Wizards should be all over the 22-year-old wing, who has shot at least 36% from deep in all 3 of his pro seasons while also contributing solid perimeter defense. Moody is coming off a 2023-24 season in which he averaged 8.1 points and 3 rebounds in 17.5 minutes per game while shooting averages of 46.2/36.0/78.5.